Have you ever stopped to wonder if everything we believe about the Lakers' future has been secretly sabotaged by the last person we suspect? And what if an iconic defensive rising star hidden in plain sight on a rival roster was quietly being courted to append our championship dreams? Could the man who swatted more shots than anyone in his conference this season be the missing puzzle piece that reshapes LA's identity forever? Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest whispers, leaks, and revelations from the heart of the purple and gold. Today's hot topic: Walker Kessler confirmed with the Lakers? Smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Imagine this: an off-season rumor mill churning so fiercely that the only thing hotter than Southern California sunshine is the buzz around whether the Lakers could actually pry Walker Kessler away from the Utah Jazz. First floated in conversation last summer, the name Kessler has resurfaced again and again, even after LA pivoted its assets toward the mythical Luka trade. ESPN insider Dave McMenamin recently reminded us that Kessler remains on the Lakers' radar. Tantalizing admission that stokes the fires of speculation. Could this defensive dynamo be packing his bags for Hollywood sooner than we think? Could this mean that Rob Pelinka and Darvin Ham are aggressively making calls behind closed doors, exploring packages that include rising guard Austin Reeves, future unprotected draft picks, and perhaps even the removal of protections on the Mr. Lakers 2027 first-rounder? Some insiders believe that only an irresistible haul of assets will convince Utah's front office, fresh off defining Kessler as a cornerstone for their future, to consider parting ways with their prized 24-year-old rim protector. After all, Kessler just finished the season averaging nearly 2 blocks per game with the Jazz, anchoring a defense that surprised even its own skeptics. Is it possible that LA sees him as the long-term answer at center? A young stalwart whose 7'6" wingspan and shot-altering instincts could finally fill the void left by Anthony Davis's persistent injuries? But let us not jump to conclusions. The headline on Sports Illustrated read, "New report on potential Lakers trade for Walker Kessler." And the sub-headline teased LA's continued interest despite high asking prices from Utah. In the body of the report, SI's Jared Koch reminds us that Kessler remains a name the Lakers are intrigued by, even as he eyes a lucrative rookie extension in Salt Lake City. The Jazz, eager to keep their young centerpiece, would demand significant compensation and ask steep enough to make rival executives wince when considering surrendering key rotation pieces and prize picks. Yet the Lakers know better than most that fortune favors the bold. Could sending Reeves' burgeoning playmaking and late first-round assets eastward be the gambit that shakes the league's foundations? Let us consider the possible impacts on the roster. Insert Kessler into LA's starting five alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis, assuming AD returns to full strength, and suddenly the paint becomes an impenetrable fortress. Drives at once carved through LA's interior defense could be met by a vertical wall of limbs, deterring opposing slashers and igniting transition bursts as Davis corrals the rebound and fires outlet passes to Reeves or D'Angelo Russell. Fans are wondering if this could be the beginning of a new defensive era for the Lakers, one where opponents hesitate before even drawing up a pick and roll, knowing that Kessler's mere presence casts a long, intimidating shadow. Yet questions abound. Will Kessler's raw offensive game translate? His scoring floor remains modest few post moves, limited face-up shooting, so could he adapt to an NBA offense that demands spacing and versatility? Some insiders warn that investing so heavily in a defensive specialist could backfire if he fails to keep pace on the perimeter or struggles to finish consistently in traffic. But Lakers Nation has seen this script before. Think of how Kyle Kuzma blossomed after slipping to the late first round, or how undrafted Austin Reeves carved out a starring role with his fearless shot-making and court vision. Could Kessler's trajectory follow a similar arc, blossoming into a two-way force under LA's veteran tutelage? Historical context deepens the intrigue. Remember the 2023 playoffs when an undermanned Lakers defense capitulated in the paint, allowing Nikola Jokic and Giannis Antetokounmpo to carve up the lane at will? Could landing Kessler be the remedy that shifts the narrative, transforming LA from a team haunted by interior breakdowns into one revered for its stifling backcourt? Some analysts believe that the mere threat of Kessler patrolling the rim would free up Davis to roam as a flexible forward, unleashing LeBron's playmaking in small ball lineups. That could overwhelm mismatches across the conference. Reactions on social media offer a glimpse into the caffeinated fervor Chiefs dominates Lakers forums and Twitter alike. Reporters have tweeted that the Jazz are expected to listen to trade offers for Walker Kessler, igniting speculation threads where fans debate whether surrendering rookie Reeves is a fair price. On Instagram, Lakers legends have chimed in. One former star posted a slow-motion clip of Kessler's chase-down block, captioning it, "Imagine this in purple and gold," while podcast hosts dissected the feasibility of flipping protected picks for a chance to lock down the paint. For years to come, could this be the turning point where empty draft promises morph into real, game-changing talent on the floor? Some insiders believe that if Los Angeles truly leaned into this pursuit, dangling the tantalizing prospect of pairing a LeBron-led triangle with a defensive anchor like Kessler, they might unsettle the Jazz enough to negotiate. But the question remains, is LA willing to mortgage its future for immediate defensive discipline? Or will they bide their time, content to let the rumor simmer until draft day, when they can strike swiftly if Utah's front office blink? But what do you think about all of this? Personally, as a Lakers supporter, I believe that adding Walker Kessler to our core could be the defining move that transforms us from title contenders into title favorites. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If you're as hyped as I am for Lakers News Fan Report, smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment of the drama in purple and gold. Picking up where we left off, the seismic tremors of that Walker Kessler to Lakers rumor continue to ripple through every corner of LA sports talk. Picture the front office, Rob Pelinka pacing in the war room as trade negotiations heat up with Utah. Scouts dissecting tape on Kessler's 7'6" wingspan and elite 1.9 blocks per game. Could this mean the Lakers are on the verge of executing their boldest off-season maneuver since acquiring LeBron himself? Fans are wondering if this defensive juggernaut might be shipping west before the ink even dries on pre-draft workouts. Now imagine the chemistry on the floor. LeBron James surveying the defense from the high post, unleashing pinpoint entry feeds to a cutting Kessler at 25.3 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 7.9 assists per game last season. LeBron's ability to orchestrate remains undiminished. But add Kessler's shot-altering prowess alongside Anthony Davis, and suddenly the Lakers boast a paint presence that rivals any dynasty. Is it possible that this trio, LeBron, AD, and Kessler, becomes the most feared frontline in the West, suffocating drives and forcing opponents into low-percentage jumpers? Rotation dynamics get even more intriguing, with Davis's health ever in question. Kessler could log heavy minutes at center, allowing AD to shift to power forward in small ball lineups. That rotation spike might shrink Bronny James's role to a situational two-way contributor, while Austin Reeves, fresh off a 13.4 points, 4.5 assists, and 3.1 rebounds per game breakout, steps into a true secondary creator spot. Some insiders believe that Reeves' budding chemistry with LeBron will only deepen when defenses must respect the rim defense Kessler demands. Bronny's developmental arc also factors in. Could the son of the king earn invaluable mentorship by guarding scrimmage lineups against Kessler in practice, absorbing wisdom from LeBron on how to read screens and close out? Fans are speculating whether Bronny's limited roster spot might rotate with Kessler in blowouts, giving the rookie glimpses of NBA action while his defensive anchor handles crunch time duties. It's a high-stakes mentoring environment that few franchises could replicate. Meanwhile, the broader Western Conference is already scheming counterattacks. In Phoenix, Coaches mull over game plans that overload the perimeter, daring Kessler to chase Chris Paul off screens. Over in Denver, Nikola Jokic's high post passing could test whether Kessler can navigate pocket passes and slit cuts from Denver's versatile forwards. Could the Lakers paint deterrent force rivals into uncomfortable looks? Or will it simply add another chapter to the West's arms race? Playoff strategies, too, are entering a new calculus, with the potential rematch against OKC in the balance. Lakers play callers might deploy Kessler to anchor drop coverage in pick and rolls, freeing LeBron to hunt for backdoor cuts or flypaper drives. Fans are wondering if this could be the turning point where LA finally neutralizes Giannis's relentless drives and Karl-Anthony Towns' outside shooting in a 7-game series. Some insiders believe that pairing Kessler with a dynamic perimeter arsenal gives LA the blueprint to conquer any playoff opponent. Statistically, the prospects are tantalizing. LeBron's near triple-double average last season showcases versatility, but his field goal percentage dropped to 50.3% when facing double teams. Insert Kessler's shot-blocking intimidation, and opponents might defer those traps, opening lanes for LeBron to exploit. And while Kessler's collegiate field goal percentage sat at 68.2%, the question remains, can he maintain such efficiency against NBA-caliber finishing and perimeter spacing? Lakers beat writers are split, but the underlying belief is that his rim protection will transform LA's defensive rating. Rotation bench stats also shift dramatically. Reeves' usage soared to 23% last season, yet his true shooting dipped under 55% in high-leverage moments. With Kessler demanding double teams, I might find Reeves in the corner, converting catch-and-shoot threes at his 37% clip. Bronny's limited minutes in Summer League where he averaged 8.2 points in 14 minutes hint at potential scoring bursts if given space. Is it possible that Kessler's presence not only bolsters defense, but also amplifies bench efficiency? Let's not forget last year's Thunder matchups, where Shai Gilgeous-Alexander carved up the paint and exposed defensive lapses in crunch time. Could Kessler's versatility, his ability to switch onto smaller wings in pick and roll scenarios finally neutralize those mismatches? Fans are speculating that if LA had a player like Kessler in those series, the outcome might have swung in LA's favor. Now, with that potential realized, the Lakers' playoff blueprint gains a defensive frontier they've long lacked off court. Social media has ignited into a frenzy. Magic Johnson tweeted praise for Kessler's instincts, and Phil calling him the kind of foundational piece you build around. Yavale McGee, in a surprise livestream cameo, cracked that if Clifford brings half the energy he showed against Sec Bigs, we're looking at a new Lakers defensive culture. Reporters on Spectrum Sportsnet have leaked that Utah's asking Price an unprotected 2027 first-rounder, and Austin Reeves may be negotiable if the Lakers agree to cover a portion of Kessler's rookie extension. Could that financial sweetener be the final persuasion? Fans in Lakers Nation forums have taken to posting side-by-side highlight reels. Kessler's chase-down blocks contrasted with LeBron's coast-to-coast assists in purple and gold gear. On Reddit, one user mused that Kessler's wingspan might be the only thing long enough to span the gap between ambition and reality for LA. Others have speculated that a successful integration could flip the narrative on the team's identity from a perimeter-driven outfit to a paint-first powerhouse. Is it possible that a single late summer trade could recalibrate the entire season trajectory? Some insiders believe that the ripple effects extend beyond this season. If Kessler thrives, his presence on the roster could shift recruiting targets, attract two-way prospects seeking development under championship veterans, and even influence free agent decisions by perimeter threats eager for a defensive shield in the paint. Conversely, handing up assets for a defensive specialist risks ceding future flexibility. Could that gamble be the difference between a short-lived title window and sustained dynasty? Summer League previews now read like tactical treatises. How to deploy rotations that maximize Kessler's strengths while cushioning his weaknesses. Coaches are drawing up reps where Kessler hedges on screens, then slides back to protect the rim, trusting wing defenders to contest without fouling. Fans are poring over those clips, debating whether this in-house development beats signing a proven veteran. Could LA's developmental culture transform Kessler into a two-way stalwart faster than any veteran hire would? As training camp looms, the Lakers campus buzzes with the possibility that Kessler becomes a mentor to rookies and two-way players alike, teaching them the intricacies of defensive footwork and vertical timing. Could watching Kessler's film sessions inspire Bronny to refine his own defensive instincts, ensuring the James legacy includes a defensive pillar? Some insiders believe that locker room chemistry fueled by Kessler's humility and work ethic could cement a culture shift from the outset. Now, as the season's opening tip draws closer and adrenaline courses through every purple and gold vein, one question towers above all others. What will define LA's destiny, secrecy in trade machinations, or transparency in bold roster construction? Personally, as a die-hard Lakers supporter, I believe that seizing this moment to add Walker Kessler could be the masterstroke that turns contender status into championship certainty. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report so you never miss another explosive update.